I don't ever want to assume anything, but I'm going to do it in this case just because I don't want to be alone. I don't want to be the only one that has a horrible, horrible, messy basement or storage area wherever you keep like a majority of your like extra items that you don't need all the time. Yeah, ours is a disaster. We had a very non-functional space, and when I say we, I mean my husband and I. And between the both of us and Auntie membership files, I'm so happy with this result, and it is going to be such a game changer in our lives and as the years move on and the different seasons. So I can't wait to show you guys how we're gonna organize my basement today on the Sam Show, which thanks so much for being here and being on Auntie Tay's YouTube channel. I appreciate you guys showing up for my episodes, but I really hope this helps you if you're like me and just need some more organization in your life. Let's go. Hey everyone, it's Sam from the Auntie Tay team, and you're watching the Sam Show. Let's go make some fun things. Oh my gosh, I can't believe I'm putting this on the internet. Don't be judgy. Don't be judgy. I am being so vulnerable right now, guys. So my awesome hubby, Matt, is taking out this workbench, and he actually hated it because we have lots of stuff outside in our garage, so we don't need to have that in the basement. And as you could see, it wasn't functional for us. And so Matt installed this awesome shelf that we put to the measurements of these Sterilite containers that we got from Walmart. I personally like these type of containers because they're pretty square. They don't take up a lot of like space up top or below. You know how like sometimes the lids are kind of big? And I like it when the handles latch. So those are the totes we picked. One's a bigger size, one's a smaller size. And all I did was went on the Auntie Tay membership and went under organization, and there is holiday tote storage and a couple other tote storage labels, and that's all I'm using. I cut it out on white permanent vinyl using my Cricut, and I'm just weeding it all out. Nothing fancy. This project is actually so straightforward. I just needed to show you the before, middle, and end because it's crazy transition. So I'm taking off the labels because I personally cannot stand the labels when they're on there. And I am taking alcohol, but if you just have like a clean rag to make sure your tote is completely clean and doesn't have a bunch of gunk on it. I know dog hair likes to stick to these things like crazy. And so even though they were brand new, we took them in our house and it was like the dog hair instantly clung to them. So clean them off and then just put them on the way you want. This was actually a hot topic discussion between Matt and I on if the wording should go from the bottom to the top or from the top to the bottom. And because I wanted to label the left side with what the generic part of the tote was going to be, and then on the right side put what the contents were, it was just easier for me to read. But I know books normally go, like the binding on a book goes from top to bottom. But do whatever makes you happy. Maybe you can find a tote where you can just put it horizontally and you won't have to have this major discussion. But maybe leave a comment. Let me know. Would you put it this way? Would you put it a different way? Anyways, it was a little tricky the first couple that I put on because my transfer tape was really sticky. So if you're using the clear grid line, you can always, put it against your shirt or your pant leg to get rid of a little bit of that stickiness. But by the end, oh my gosh, I was going so quick because it was the perfect level of stickiness at that point. But just go slow. At first it seems like the vinyl isn't going to stick on the tote, but it actually goes on really easily. You just have to make sure you flatten it down and it's stuck on there. And I just went through, like I said, I cleaned them off and I put the vinyl on. It really wasn't anything too hard. And then originally I was actually on the right hand side going to use chalkboard vinyl and stick it on the right hand side. But I learned something, guys. I'm so excited. One of the Auntie partners is Marvy, and they have these amazing chalk pens that write like a dry erase, but they don't come off unless it's wet, and they write on the totes. I was really worried that they wouldn't dry, but they actually, once you just let it dry on there, it doesn't smear. And this is something that I struggle with solid colored totes, is not being able to see what is in it, because it's like, out of sight, out of mind. And one of the big things that I wanted to do with the totes is to be able to know what was in each box, but I don't like the clear totes, so then you can see everything and it looks unorganized. So this was really helpful for me. It wipes off so easily if you don't like it, if you switch it up, and then you have your main decal that tells you like, hey, this is costumes, this is what's in it. And then I can write like, this has my St. Patty's Day stuff, this has my Easter stuff, and then I can even put what specifically is in it. I am so happy. I absolutely love how this came out. Let me know what you guys think in the comments, and I hope to see you next time.